6 oil tankers that had secretly departed from Venezuela in early January are now reported to have returned to Venezuelan waters, according to dispatches from Reuters. Earlier, in December, around a dozen fully loaded vessels and 3 additional empty ships had reportedly sailed out of Venezuelan waters amid continued sanctions pressure. These tankers had allegedly left the country with their transponders switched off, a practice used to avoid tracking at a time when a strict U.S. blockade on Venezuelan oil exports was in force. The move was widely interpreted as an act of apparent defiance against President Trump's embargo policy, which had effectively brought Venezuela's official crude exports to a halt. One of the returning vessels, the Panama-flagged tanker Sofia, was intercepted and seized by U.S. authorities on January 7th while it was heading back toward Venezuelan territory. Another oil tanker, the Olina, was also intercepted by U.S. forces, but was later released and allowed to return to Venezuela on January 9th, according to information attributed to PDVSA. The ships observed coming back included the Panama-flagged tankers Marapi and Talia 3, as well as the Cook Islands-flagged vessel Minhang, all reportedly present again near Venezuela. Additional returning vessels identified in reports were the Guyana-flagged tanker Vesna and the Palau-flagged tanker Neira, both seen operating within or near Venezuelan waters. These developments unfolded amid rising tensions between Russia and the United States following the seizure of the tanker Marinera, which has become a focal point in the standoff.
The United States had taken control of the Russian-flagged tanker Marinera, previously known under the name Bella 1, in an operation carried out on January 7th.
Moscow subsequently stated that the United States would proceed with the release of 2 Russian nationals who were serving as crew members aboard the seized tanker. In its statement, the Russian Foreign Ministry described the U.S. action as a cynical reflection of neo-colonial ambitions, sharply criticizing Washington's approach. Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of the Russian Security Council, also strongly criticized the United States in connection with the tanker seizure and the broader Venezuela policy. Medvedev said, quote, "Team Trump is tough and cynical in advancing its country's interests. Removing Maduro had nothing to do with drugs, only oil, and they openly admit this. Lex Fortissimum is clearly stronger than ordinary justice, but whether they can run Venezuela remotely is a big question." Unquote. Another senior Russian official had gone further by issuing an explicit threat of a potential nuclear strike on the United States in response to the escalating confrontation. At the same time, Russia intensified its military campaign against Ukraine, including strikes on the city of Lviv using the nuclear-capable Orshnik missile system.